Okay, in this session, I'm going to talk about production possibility frontier. So, what is this production possibility frontier? So, this is nothing but a kind of graph. Okay, yeah, return goods. So, production possibility frontier is nothing but a kind of graph which shows all the combination of goods and services that can be produced. Okay, so whatever combination of goods and services can be produced by using the resources of the society effectively, so that this production possibility frontier shows. So basically, it is a kind of graph which shows the combination of goods and services which can be produced if all society's resources are used efficiently here. Okay, if resources are used efficiently, then whatever different combinations of goods and services can be produced, so that can be shown by using production possibility frontier. Okay, so now this one here it is the production possibility frontier. So here whatever here, so if I use red color then it will be better. So whatever you are able to see here, this is the graph. So if the resources are used efficiently, then in that case the combination of products and services, or you can say goods and services, will be on this graph only. Okay, it means point E and F. Okay, point E and F, whatever combination of goods and services are shown here, so those goods and services are produced by using the resources efficiently. Okay, but if there is you can say if the goods and services are produced by using the resources inefficiently, it means not using the resources in efficient manner, then in that case we will get a point inside this graph. Okay, to the left of this graph we will get just like point D. Point D is showing the combination of goods and services produced by using the resources in not in efficient manner. Okay, it means you can say inefficient manner if the resources are used, and then the goods combination of goods and services which are what produced, then that it is shown here by point D. Okay, it means to the left of this graph, so where it is shown by using red color, to the left of this one, there is the possibility, it means different combination or different combination of goods and services can be produced. Okay, here there is the possibility, it means inside this here, so anywhere in this region we can produce goods and services by using the resources. So those combinations are possible, but those combinations are not efficient. And if we are on this production possibility frontier graph, okay, on this line, if we are just like point E and F are showing, then those combinations are efficient. Okay, those combination of goods and services produced by using resources are efficient. So that's why here even, and if just like here point G is showing the combination of goods and services produced which is not possible. It means by using the resources of the society, even in the most efficient way, you cannot produce that. Okay, it means it goes out of the range. So that's what this point G is showing here. So here on this red line we have full employment of the resources. To the left of this red we means less, you can say less employment of resources. It means some resources are going to be left out when we produce the combination of goods and services inside this, in this region. So that's it was all about production possibility frontier. Now next here a point comes, that is the efficient mix of output. Okay, efficient mix of output meaning here you can see point A and point B. Okay, if we are producing goods and services as point A, so that is that is a efficient way to produce that particular goods and services, that you can say. Means efficiently we are using, it means we are using resources to its full extent. It means we are using uh, resources in efficient manner, then we are getting goods and services at point A, that is efficiently used. But here what we are getting at point A, we are getting only capital goods. Okay, what we are getting here? Capital goods only, but no consumer goods. At point A we have only capital goods, no consumer goods. So it means society tends to, or society needs both capital goods also and consumer goods also. That means combination of these two we need. If we produce only capital goods, then there will be you can say shortage of consumer goods, so that it is not good. And if we produce, if we are producing goods and services at point B, so here we are producing only consumer goods. It means no capital goods. No capital goods meaning no capital for further expansion and further growth of the economy, because capital goods are used to produce consumer goods. Okay, so that's why capital production of capital goods, it is very important for the growth of the society. So if we are not producing any capital goods just like at point B, then that is also not uh, you can say that is also not desirable. Okay, it means certain combination of capital good and consumer goods are desirable. So that's why point B and point A are not desirable. So that's why here we can add efficient mix of output. So here I can write down efficient mix of output. It means we need to choose the combination of goods and services, means capital goods and consumer goods, so that those combinations are desirable. Okay. Then next we have the economic growth. Next what we have? The economic growth. So what happens when economy grow? When economy grows, then in that case what happens? So in that case, whenever there is economic growth, then there it is increase in the total output of an economy. So here I can write down increasing total output of the economy. Okay, that is the total increase in the because to increase the total output of the economy, then in that case we say there is the economic growth. So when this economic growth occurs, it occurs when society acquires some new kinds of resources or some new technology to produce goods and services. Okay, so that's what we can do when economic growth occurs, when new resources. So I can write down society acquires new resources. Then in that case there it is economic growth. and whenever there is a new way to produce goods, and the second one we can say learns to produce more with existing resources. Okay, so economic growth meaning increase in the total output of the economy, and this economic growth occurs when society acquires new resources. When society gets new kind of resources, then there is economic growth, or it may be due to the learning of new way to produce, or new technique or new technology to produce goods or services. So in that case also economy grows. Okay, and whenever there is growth in the economy, then what happens, what is the effect on this production possibility frontier? When the economy grows, then in that case there it is expansion of the production possibility frontier. It means here uh, it will be like this, like this. It means there it is the shift of this graph outward whenever there it is economic growth. It means here we can say we can get more products, or we can get more outputs by using the resources and the technology present in the society. It means whatever technology used to produce different kinds of goods uh, and services, so those are going to increase. Okay, so that is about the economic growth and the effect of economic growth on the production possibility frontier. Then next, then one thing I need to tell, that what happens. Sources of growth of rich means how the growth of rich and poor countries are different. Okay, so growth means here you can see economic growth and the effect of economic growth on the production possibility frontier. So I'm going to compare the production possibility frontier of the poor country and the rich country. So the first one here, this is a poor country, and here you have the production possibility frontier. Okay, whenever there is economic growth, then you have the expansion like this. It means growth. It means you can say outward movement of the production possibility frontier is much less, and in the beginning the starting point of this, or you can say from wherever it has started, it is also less, and so it is about poor country. Okay, so this is PPF, and this one PP, production possibility frontier. And in case of rich country, so in the beginning it is already this production possibility frontier, it is much upward, and whenever there is economic growth, then in that case it happens like this. So this is about rich country. So that's what happens. Economic growth here it is happening in the poor country also, in the rich country also. But generally what happens, generally the research Resources have shown that in case of poor country, the production possibility frontier expansion it is much less as compared to the expansion of the production possibility frontier of rich country. So that's all about production possibility frontier. In the next session, I will explain about the economic systems. So, what are the different kinds of economic systems? Just like command economies, a free market, and the mixed economies. I will explain about those three kinds of economies present in the world.